professional. Not. Good morning. No way, is that you, Al? Oh my gosh. Al. Wow. How are ya? Thinking of you so much, dude. You were the first card last night in the soul group readings, Al. And I swear, that was the best live stream ever. Oh my God. The energy in there last night was so amazing that I'm speechless. The card that I got pulled, oh my gosh. Just, it was amazing. How are you, Al? Finally get some R&R. Haven't been in the chat lately. Aw, but thank you. Nicholas, how are you? How's your day today? It's 11:33 Eastern time. Do you have sun today or blue skies, Nicholas? It's very gray here and cold as balls. It's freaking cold. Like cold, cold. Like my window be frozen cold. And I'm going to go start my car. I got to remember after the live stream just to start my car for a little while, even if I don't want to go out, to make sure that I don't leave it. And then in 3 days, when I do want to go out, that it doesn't start. It should, like, you know what I mean? My battery's good and everything, but, you know, just in case. I don't have really anybody to call to say, hey, come boost me, baby. Oh, my car's new enough that I do. I have a 1-800 number. Shit, I deleted it off my phone, so I have no idea what it is. I don't know. Whatever, that's not gonna happen. How you doing, Bravery? It's raining there. West Coast rain. Do you have mist and fog today, Bravery? Love you too, dude. Glad you're here. You working today, Bravery? It's just -3333, Nicholas. Right on. That's some nice numbers. I'm going to put the cards away from yesterday's live stream because I haven't done that. And then, Al, if you want a card, I'm going to pick you a card. I'm going to pick you a card, Al, if you want. Yeah, I saved last night's live stream, if it uploaded. I went and I saved it in my Milky, I have a Milky playlist. I've never really added a lot to it. There's just a few things. I don't build really good playlists, but I put a playlist so that you find something, but it's not a built playlist. But the live stream last night was so powerful. We were about halfway through, and I went and saved it in my Milky playlist to make sure that I had it, you know. As well, I forget who it is. I think it's Michelle Cantham. I'm not sure. Michelle with a C, I think. She literally said, like, as soon as it's over, I'm going to go back and listen, because that was just that powerful. Just that powerful. Like, seriously. The togetherness and unity in there last night, the flow of the cards, how they flowed into each other, and it was like messages for everyone. Like, everyone in the comments was always having a like, whoa, psh, psh, psh. And that's the thing, eh? When you feel the energy and the frequency, right? It was just flowing. Like, I could feel the card being pulled and the flow going towards, like, psh, psh, psh. The cards were in such synchronicity with the cards that I pull that, you know, at one point I was like the grouse, you know, like, whoa, I just pulled that this week for the, you know, collectively as well, you know, so it was wild. It was awesome. Amazing. It's beautiful for me because I don't go into a lot of live streams, and like, when I go and I find that, like, I have that thing, it's just so powerful for me. I loved it. And Brad, love frequencies. How are you, sweetie? You're everywhere for me right now, Brad. If it isn't a synchronicity, it's, you know, passing through a video and your comment, you know, was there. You know, we're following each other like within certain trails of things where I've been guided to things I never look at usually, and boom, whoop, there you are. Like that live stream the other day that I popped into, and whoop, there you were. So it's cool. I love it. 8:35 Cali time. Yesterday rained all day, almost no dog walks. Tara doesn't like the rain. Today wet, but no new water. Just got back from a walk around the block. Cindy, love to you guys. Love back to you, Dustin. Thanks for the check-in. Yesterday was good, Bravery. Right on. To the left, to the left. Oh, Bravery. Good. Good. Thanks for confirming that. It's very fast, eh? Bravery says, I feel a change after all the help I got yesterday. Boom. You met a guy on Friday named Brad? Right on. You see me too, Dustin? Yeah. It's nice, eh? I love it. It's coming together. It is. Trust and breathe are my only things. If something's off track, trust and breathe. Get off that track, get back on track. Remember 2 days ago I said I felt the rebirth, and yesterday I said it felt like the day after Christmas. And with the things of my day yesterday, how things went, I'm sustaining that day after Christmas feeling, like big time. And the things that came into my reality yesterday, when I said it yesterday during the stream that I shed so much hair, so much memory, that certain people, certain things, just in the last 48 hours, just have zero. Like, there's zero. It's just not there anymore. It's just not there anymore. Yeah, Bravery. Please reach out to Nicholas. That thing, you guys together, the strength, the power of East meets West, masculine style, pizza slice style, Bravery. You know what I mean? Nicholas is very, he's empowering. And I know because when Nicholas started coming into the live stream and brought forth his energy with me and sent me certain things, the momentum of my stuff that wasn't being, there was no momentum. I knew I didn't want to be where I was, but nothing was getting me out of there. And after certain connections with Nicholas and certain things, and everyone in the live streams and everything, the flow of everything together, but it was the pivot, you know? Yeah. Authenticity, frequency can't be faked, and it's there, and it's awesome. Use it. Use it, use it, use it. Here it comes, Al. I know I'm chit-chatting a lot, but yes, Nicholas. Boom. We're a team, guys. The better you do, the better I do. That's it, exactly. Ooh, Al, you get 2, dude. Dude, you get 2. Oh, ready? Boom. 25. Learn from the past. And the turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. I believe, Al, if I'm correct, 2 days ago, these 2 came out of the deck at the same time as well. Yeah, the wise elephant. I've got a lot of elephant symbology, drawings, artwork that comes through. The double elephants that are no touching. The double elephants is very symbolic for me right now. So I'm going to read them for you, Al. Obviously, anyone else that the message resonates with, Both of these cards are coming up for the collective readings and the certain things that I just pull through for everyone. So, you know, it is for the greater good of the all type of thing. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Although we wish we could leave the past behind, elephant spirit reminds us that memories matter. We must respect the wisdom of elders who hand us down traditions that have shaped to express the connection to each other and respect for community. As we were just saying, right? The connection to each other and respect for community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and what we're doing. Accountability, rewriting the scripts to be the hero of your own story, always. The stories of the events you experience, the stories in collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told many ways. What story do you tell? Elephant spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs you in a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. Learn and glow. And this is important, that story that you tell from your past. Right now, one of the most prevalent things that I'm seeing collectively is the whole, like, not taking accountability for certain things of the past. So there's no forward momentum into another timeline because the accountability, the seeing things from the higher perspective from the past. So the victim mode, is lit up high, but it doesn't matter what happened. No matter what, you are not the victim because of what you learned, even if you were mistreated and lied to and abused and something yucky is really even happening now live in your stuff. The only way to empower yourself is to find the strength. What did you learn and how do you not perpetuate the same patterns? That's it. The accountability of it and the moving forward always with pride. The worst, most traumatic, yuckiest stuff that happens always has the blessing within and the helpers and the love. And we have to flow with that. Turkey Spirit, 61, 6 and 1 and 7. Turkey Spirit's message for you is that you always have the potential for manifesting a rich reality. For turkeys represent generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation and you shall receive. For the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. Align with it by sharing your good fortune with others. Whether you give money, loving guidance, that's what we're here for when we gather, loving guidance, the gift of listening, or kindness in any form. Immerse yourself in the flow of generous abundance, being a channel for Turkey Spirit and the desire for Spirit to see all beings, experience the blessing of plenty. Give with gratitude and grace from a wellspring of love and compassion, knowing that Spirit will respond by giving you all you need in this moment and all moments to come. And that thing, Bravery, where Nicholas is offering like to send certain things, that is so important because when one person accepts with grace and without feeling, yucky that something's just being sent, the person who has been allowed to give and is going, is receiving something else on the side. There's no guilt or shame from the person that's receiving because something else is coming in the back, no matter what. And it's so fast, Bravery, that, you saying yes and doing the click that it connects can be instantaneous, where 10 minutes later, boom, Nicholas gets something specific that, came out of the blue. And me knows because me does this all the time. You know, the giving of certain things without any expectation, and then boom, the other thing just whoosh, because the full trust, it's a give, the circle, you have to accept, like the give receive. But the more that someone gives, they are receiving something no matter what. And the energy too, right? The energy is passed. You having faith in Nicholas and having that east-west just bond connection of trust elevates the whole collective. Two masculines that grow, learn to trust each other and can speak openly and shoulder each other is one of the most powerful things that anyone can do on an individual basis, is open their heart to individuals to help the collective vibration elevate. You got to keep it elevated. You know what I mean, jelly beans? Hi, Danny. I see that you're here. I'm going to catch up to the chat. I got to catch up to the chat. Yes, the wise elephant. Exactly, Bravery. I'm very dragon snotty this morning. Kind of swallowed my snot. I know, kind of gross, but not. Bravery. Life is not an individual sport. Exactly. Game time. Game time. Hi, Corey Reeves. How are you? 11:42 Eastern Time. Learn from the past. Exactly, Nicholas. To some, yes, life is individual, but even they too will realize someday. Nicholas, this full moon is it's the lone wolf moon. That lone wolf feeling inside of people that really thinks, I'm a lone wolf, I don't belong, there's nobody here for me. No, the lone wolves are being not only asked, but fire under their butts in order to find others and become the sage. You aren't the lone wolf anymore, even if you want to hang on to that. And that's the someone can't say there's nobody out there for me, because there is. We're all here just waiting. That's it. And I say there's tons of other channels doing certain things. What follow the shivers and the giggles, they lead the way. That's it. What feels good, go into it. Dustin, I don't and can't remain here much longer. Excited and grateful for the energies of change and support. I'm ready for my great surprise from the universe. Who needs a roommate? Yeah. Nicholas says, where are you going to go, Dustin? Braver says, Nicholas, I heard accountability in there for me loud. No energy drinks today, I say. Right on, Bravery. And trust yourself, trust your body, right? Treat's a treat. Certain things just... Yeah. Beautiful, Corey. My past is something I would never change. I learned a lot from my past. Al says, Genevieve, it's all about being humble, to want to love others. For real, yeah. For real. Not just, you don't just say it, you do it. Right? To help them out. It's all about giving. It's what we're here for. Androma 7 Portal. Thank you for your reading. Love y'all. Love you too, Al. It's in giving that we receive, Bravery says. Yes. Exactly. Corey says it's more...
I don't know if this is going to be totally broken, or...
Oh, I don't know, eh? Yeah, be ready, just in case. It's more fate than faith for me. I'm not sure. What's happening, Danny? Not quite sure yet. I just got on. Actually, it's been 20 minutes. Things going good. Mommy's feeling good. Yes, Corey, everything is put in this existence for a reason. Oh, man. Nicholas says, accept the love, people. You deserve it. Yeah. Accept the love. You deserve it.
I was trying to say it's intact, but only the bottom of the cone later. Pretty much intact.
Thanks for writing it out like that, Dustin Brad. Love frequencies. The answer to Nicholas. God only knows. I just want hot water and a bathtub and a yard for Tara. But I don't have any idea. No options as of yet. I have faith I won't be homeless. Yep. And you know what I was thinking about, Brad? I was sitting out last night and, looking outside, and I'm thinking, even if $1 million fell from the sky for me today, $1 million just lands in my lap, I have zero thing inside of I don't have the dream place. It used to be BC, and it's like British Columbia, and it's like I don't have the radar love beacon thing, right? That radar love of the knowing the place, the thing, the person, the house, the anything of the reason to part the water, and I know that's exactly what I want. And so that's even more fucked up, because for me it's just like I don't know, may not even know. So he's in California, Bravery. It's not gross at all. It's not gross. How you doing, Sunshine? Bravery says, yeah. And that's the same for me, eh? And that thing of just, I'll know when I know, because that's the way that I am. But I may not know. My only guidance really is to just come in and do this, and that everything's just gonna like so. Nicholas, I've stopped focusing on narratives of anything, and I'm following my Illuminati heart flame. I as well. That's how I roll. Down, you were gonna do the road trip, and I gave you, like I said, the specific things, like I wish for you to see this, this, and this. The orange specifically, and I have the painting, it's up there I think, but the painting with the swing, and I said you'll see that swing in the tree. That's what the wolf flow is, the pack flow. You're part of the wolf flow, Corey. A bunch of lone wolves linking up. That's powerful. Bunch of lone wolves linking up who have learned from the past. Lone wolves who have learned from the past, who give with gratitude and grace. That's some awesome. I hope other people, I see Bravery howling. Anybody else howling? Love is a word. How's your day going, Danny? I love your Batman sweater. Na Batman. Oh, thanks, Sam Reed. Morgan, I love you. That's awesome. So much love and compassion in this group always. Yeah, it's really amazing, and the ripple effect of it is, it's good, pure. Nicholas, thanks for writing that. Personal accountability is so underrated. This is a swift motivator into our greatest reality on the leading edge. And personal accountability changes everything on a... Nothing is happening to you. Nothing's happening to you. Ever, never, never. No matter how you want to use those words and think, right? Nothing's ever happening to you. Potent howl, says Emery. A lot of howling. I'm loving it. Danny, I am experiencing that love now. Good, baby girl. He loves you. Dustin Brad says, everybody gets a miracle today. The universe is doing handouts Oprah style. You freaking right. Freaking right. And we're right in the middle of that, the palindrome, eh? So keep that vibe up. And where I just said, I don't necessarily know, like, boom, what? But it's because for me, I already seen it. I know what I want inside. I'm allowing for it to manifest instead of thinking that I'm going to plan. I have faith in what I already put out there as everything that I want, that it's going to come to me. Exactly, Nicholas. Thanks for stating it that way. I totally resonate with that. I'm waiting for my divine call to move forth from my current reality. When the time is right, you know it. It's about being grateful in the now for what we have manifested, and striving to add more to everything that we truly are. Exactly. Thank you, Nicholas. Hi, Alpha Self. Happy new day to all. May your day be filled with joy and laughter. Y'all as well. Thanks for saying that, Alpha Self. Me loves you. Exactly, Nick. I'm really like just coffee and nose, and I don't mean coffee, I mean my throat. And a lot of just like, whew. Nicholas, we want to create a future of only love and understanding. Exactly. Solid but fluid boundaries right now is, that's the thing, is that someone can't take accountability for their part, their role in what in anything, like, that's it. Oh, my daughter brought her little brother a wolf blanket from Mexico. Wolf sinks to the max, eh, Danny? Yeah, Nicholas. It's like when you use personal accountability, you can more easily say enough. It's fucking enough, you know? Like, no more. Not one more time. Yeah. Yes, you are on a roll, Nicholas. Please keep it up, because I don't roll alone in here. It's all about what comes through all of us, right? Thank you. I appreciate it, and it's nice. It's, I can feel it. Danny, thought is a seed of a woman manifesting. Girl, me too. Oh, thank you, Corey. Love your channel, Michelle. Love the connection. I as well. We've grown a lot together, Corey. All of us, and it's really awesome. I love it. I really do. That thing, you know, of having a certain spot to go and just be able to talk naturally and feel that feeling of, you know, being wanted, and, you know, that people kind of, you know, if you haven't been in a while, Corey, how it feels to, like, you know, the way that it feels through the comments, just all the flow, the recognition of people. One thing I find beautiful is when people choose to come in and comment who have never really been commenting before. There's usually recognition from at least one person. Like, my streams flow from 5 to 15-ish people at all times. You know what I mean? How many are speaking, whatever, it doesn't matter, but there's always a recognition. And if there's no actual recognition of recognizing the other channel who's starting to comment for the first time, there's always welcome. Always. And it's so, like, to be sitting here and to see a new name come up, and before I can get to it, or as I'm getting to it, other people are flowing the energy of welcome, you know, like da da da. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's awesome. Sharing is caring. Nicholas, with compassion comes understanding, and with understanding comes wisdom. Reed, I'm grateful for the lessons I've recently rethought and where we choose to put our energy. And this is where we can feel the difference between ego thoughts and soul thoughts. Yes, where we put our energy. And that's the thing. I don't know about you guys, but for me, in who I am, I don't know how to small talk and just hold someone's hand and small talk until they're able to talk openly. And I say that I really do know how to small talk until somebody is ready to speak openly, but that's not my role anymore on a certain, like, I choose not to do that in my reality, you know? So last night I had something happen where somebody was just talking to me. They had not learned from the past. They have zero accountability for the past, like zero, none. Talking to me as if nothing ever happened. And then I just said, I was like, what are you here for? Why are you talking to me as if nothing ever happened? And just, what do you want in my timeline? What do you want in my timeline? Why are you here? You know, what's this small talk that you're throwing at me at past 11 at night where I wasn't expecting anything? I was doing what I was doing. Life was fine. And now all of a sudden you're talking small talk to me. I don't get it. Why are you here? And click, hung up on, because the whole bypassing of any inner work, learning from the past, taking accountability, and then speaking with like gratitude and grace, just filling space. And that's the thing, is like I said, there's nothing that's been learned, because you may feel good that you're talking to me, but me is just being emptied, because I don't understand what you want, what you're talking about. So my energy is, there's not an exchange happening, and I'm being siphoned as we go. So enough, stop, you know. It's okay to look anyone in the eye of anything and say like what it is, where we're at. We're not I'm not here anymore to spend 2-3 hours, days, minutes listening to other people say things that don't amount to anything. Why? Because now I'm so well trained in my discernment that, you know, I come in here and do a live stream, and then I get the validation that people have learned from the past on a dime. A live stream from yesterday, and Bravery comes in saying, I don't feel the same today. I learned so much yesterday that it's different now. Click already. So there's a big difference with somebody who wants to take up your space, to siphon what you have of that glow, that, like, for me, I leak kindness everywhere. I'm so fucking nice that the one motherfucker that I say don't fucking text me, if he texts me, are you okay? I'll answer back to make sure he's okay. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody knows that I'll just give. So where's my limit, you know? As soon as I feel now that the flow's not going, like, I say it. Nothing's flowing for me. Because that's the thing. I already know now, like, I know to what point. I've known for years. Someone just being in my presence can walk away with a better posture and an aura that's actually, like, got a bit of sparkles in it, as I walk away feeling drained, needing a nap, and wanting to protect myself and shield myself because I gave too much. I didn't get anything back. And that's not allowed anymore. You know? And I says specifically to this person, because this is where I'm at, the limits, the standing in my sovereignty. I said, if you can't help me walk with confidence, don't try to reach me. Right? Because I can't help somebody walk with confidence if I'm giving away my own. Right? It doesn't work. It's not an exchange. There's no flow. We recognize so much now if someone is in their highest timeline really working on themselves or not at all. And if someone's not doing the work, then my one-on-one time is precious. It's a slap in the face to be somebody wanting energy of me that there's a 4-hour live stream saying the stuff that somebody needs. But you can't come ask me to like repeat all that stuff and be that person for you. It's all there for everyone, for the world, for the collective. You can't come into my reality and take more, because how do I come in and give more if it's just being siphoned from me and my background? Because that's what's been happening to me for months and months. So I'm out of the pattern. I've learned from the past. And I'm just here giving with gratitude and grace. It's so awesome. So amazing. So pure. To not have my energy siphoned and to just always have a flow. Nicholas, wisdom becomes the future when we teach the echo from our hearts and not our minds. Oh, that's beautiful, Nicholas. Danny, crown and the thrones. Bravery, thanks for the love and good energy. I gotta get Milo out for a walk, so you know I'm gonna go do it. Love you, Bravery. Thanks for being with us. Dustin, it's the year of the ox. Ox, ox, XOXO, hugs and kisses all year long, aimed at you and joy. All right on. Nicholas, in self-reflection, one can see what is needed for success in now, and usually when we overcome a negative thought and change it to light, we have to transmute this shit that's surfacing. Don't feed it. Exactly, Nicholas. And there are too many people doing the work that I have pure, positive, amazing exchanges that pivot us. Boom. That it's just not acceptable. Someone who's not taking accountability, bypassing, it's just not okay. Dustin says, yeah, I know. Nick's daily words to remind and inspire. A book could be complied. Just saying. Oh, L for Self. I saw the hot air balloons this morning too, sweetie. Dream synchronicity of hot air balloons in my rest. In the dream, the bed, me was in hot air balloons all over. And the lady she did not know. She read my cards. Shazam. Awesome. My first thing visually I saw this morning was the hot air balloons as well. And I was like, boom. I think it was 2 days ago we pulled the hot air balloon, and I was like, we're going to be seeing them. Nice. L for Self, since you're here and since that dream remember the dream that I had when I kneeled in front of you for a hug? Well, a part of my dream time last night was that I was somewhere, and it was an energy like this. It was an energy like this live stream where it's kind of like an open type of thing and people are just coming in and out with positive energy. But it was real time, like not screen, it was real. And someone came to me, it was a man I don't recognize with light colored hair, and he wanted a hug. Reference to the L for Self hug dream. And I said yes. So he got on his knees. And then I said, well, I'm not getting on my knees to hug you. Remember, because my dream, I was the one on my knees. And I said, I'm not getting down on my knees to hug you. And, not really comfortable with you hugging me down there. Stand up. Don't kneel down for me. Stand up. So he stood up and we hugged. And as the hug was over, a good, pure, real hug, like a real one, as the hug was over, he went to kiss me right here. And I moved away and I said, "Really?" And he said, "I thought I would try." And I was like, that's the problem. Everybody gets to think they try. Why would you try? Why would you try? You already knew. Why would you try? And I walked away. In kindness, not angry, because really, I've done a lot of inner work to not clock a motherfucker in my dreams because he kissed me on the, tried to kiss me here. So I feel like I've done a lot of inner work in the past 48 hours because I don't do dream time certain shit. And I know I've grown because even in my dreams, like I said, I know I've grown in the last 48 hours because that wouldn't have flied in my dreams even. I don't get wooed in my dreams, and I certainly don't, whatever. So I thought it was cool, and because you brought that up, and because of that other dream I had with you and the kneeling, and I thought that it was weird though, because when I had the dream, it was me kneeling, and then this one, it was like, "What are you doing down there? Get up." No, it was neat. Danny, yelling and screaming only make me laugh now. I'm not quite there for that. I'm not quite there for that. Nicholas, thanks for writing that out at 12:07 Eastern Time. I'm saying it out loud because it's important. It's a pure positive way to. In the beginning of my sobriety, I saved my life through journaling and poetry. Yeah. And that could be in any beginning of any journey. It doesn't have to be necessarily sobriety, but definitely there is where, getting it out. Dustin, I tried to stain the fabric of my reality with kindness. Yeah. Danny, that's just it, eh? Mamas need to have breaks or no one's going to be happy. Yeah. That's saying, eh? If mama's happy, everyone's happy. It's important, and there's a harmony for sure. Nicholas, sustained sustenance substance. That's a lot of S's. Aw, Danny, that's beautiful. Gee, you kisses my heart with your voice. It's one with me. So good. Thank you. Yeah, I get it. Your voice does that to me too. I get it. I guarantee you 40 hertz minimum or your money back, says Nicholas. Are you talking about the Schumann? Emery, exactly, Vives. If someone is not doing the work and come to us and it caused those dips in our own vibe, and our primary responsibility is to keep our vibe high. Yeah. And it's so important. And that's the thing, is that, you're sitting at home minding your own business and somebody needs an elevator. I'm on it. I'm on it all the time. I can bring somebody out of their deepest pit if they're doing the work. I don't go and grab from the pit if I'm being pulled in the pit, and then the other person's out of the pit by the time we're done, and I'm the one in the pit. And that was that's the cycle with this person, is that no matter what, I'm always ready to just, okay, let's just, me here for you. That's how I am. And then I'm in the pit. And finally, this rebirth, this resurgence is, there's nothing left inside me that to look in the pit and go in the pit. I can't go in the pit. I don't belong in the pit. Why would you want to bring anyone into the pit? It's the pits. Nicholas says, to see a hot air balloon in your dream, it's time to overcome depression. Maybe you want someone to see more highly. Regain your foothold on the situation. Maybe you feel like you're losing ground. Yup, Nicholas, but, I pulled hot air balloons the other night. I forget what timeline already, like how many days or whatever. I pulled the hot air balloon and we implanted the synchronicity of the hot air balloon. Like, as I pulled it and I said, there's four hot air balloons here. You guys are going to start seeing hot air balloons. Let me know when the first hot air balloons come to you. You know, like, so through the stream, through the pulling of the card, the consent of someone wanting to receive the synchronicity of the hot air balloons is it's real, right? Me putting it forth, and those who so choose to want to be part of that flow of the feeling of it is also it's really important. You know what I mean? Like the way that the blue truck is not at my side right now, it's over there, but that blue truck, you know, I started putting in, I'll go get it when I refresh my coffee. I started putting it around so people, you know, have texted me, emailed me. I dreamed about the blue truck. Like, it's not just in my reality. I get the sense I'm dreaming of the blue truck, right? And the blue truck for me is also symbolic of blue bus, magic bus, right? So the blue, into the blue. Thank you. The word enable. That's important, Em Reed. Oh my gosh, I love you. Thanks so much for helping and just being a part of the stream today. Em Reed Morgan. I learned this lesson a lot this week. Not to enable and coddle victim mentality. To be the observer rather than absorb. This is potent love for self and others when we don't give energy to that. Yeah. And that's the thing, is the victim mentality will say, but you said you'd be here for me, but I have no one else. But that's not an excuse anymore. Why? Because if I could find enough people to reach out to form bonds with, to not put all my eggs in one basket of, I need you to be like there for me when I need this, then anyone else can do it. And I've done that. I don't have best friends in my reality who pop in and who I share this with, but I've manifested. I spent 2020 consciously choosing to reach out to people, to have people reach out to me, to build trust and foundations. And that's the thing. This one specific person, like I said, you still haven't taken accountability for the past. I don't trust you. It's not soothing for me that you want to talk to me at fucking 11 o'clock at night Eastern time. You know? I went from being like pleasantly, lightly tipsy, just lightly, and I had just washed my kitchen floor by hand. And so at 11 o'clock, I was pleasantly tipsy and about to press the DJ button on my dancing, my self-care, my movement of my body. And instead, you know, am trying to not enable someone to be a victim, to still be there in the moment a little. And then to say, like, what is this? Because this is sidetracking where I don't belong here. It doesn't make sense. And I went from having my quiet time, but by the time I was done with certain things, it was like, okay, it's time for bed. It's time for bed. And not in a way that I was drained, because all the time I didn't enable and I didn't fall into my like panic mode and anxiety of being, you know, whatever. But it changed my whole course of my night, and it didn't, you know, add up to anything more, just less. That victim coddle mentality is to the point where when one person's blah, blah, blah comes before the sacredness of what I allow and my child, like, it's just too much. It's not cool. It's not pure. L for self. That's right. Get up and give me a real hug. Danny, that happened to you in reality? The hug part of somebody getting on their knees? Or the wanting to kiss the neck? Because that always happens. Like, fuck, you get it. It would be more impressive somebody who doesn't try to do that or put their lips in my neck. It's one of the reasons I'm not a free hugger, eh? Because, you know, well, somebody's taller, obviously they can't stick their lips in my neck, but that, you know, the hug, but then you got somebody sniffing at you and want, you know, copying the feel of it. So that's why hugs flow is important to pureness. I don't mean it in a negative way, says Danny. I mean it's so beyond talking to a child. Yeah. Children are the gift fathers have. Nicholas says, to dream about kneeling, meaning you may be open to the influence of others. You may be surrendering an aspect of yourself. Kneeling in a dream also represents humbleness. Thank you, Nicholas. Yeah. Thank you, Nicholas. I never, I never thought to go look. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Me being open to my surrendering an aspect of myself, and then my dream of someone kneeling to surrender an aspect of themselves. Elf says, the hot air balloons were to remind me to pay attention to the cards she read, because in the dreams she said to myself, the hot air balloons are me to pay attention to this dream. Danny, I love my karma. Mars. Boom. 40 hertz gamma rays are healing, and we can emit the frequency we want to. I choose 40. It's a nice place to feel and heal from. A super windy day for you, Nicholas? Right on. Yes, rising the ring of fire indeed, Danny. Super windy for you as well? Right on. Not a cloud in sight for both of you, but windy. Did I see the ghost voice video you posted? Nicholas, no, I didn't. No, I did not. Thanks, Morgan. I love you, Vives. Such a strong and beautiful soul you are. And you my mirror. That's why you can love me and you think I'm strong, and you know I'm strong, Morgan, because you're my mirror and you are like me, beautiful and strong. So you're able to see that strength in me because you have that strength in yourself. I love you. So proud of you, Morgan. I feel so honored that you come in and just like share with us. It helps just click things along every time you choose to come in. Thank you. Boom, Danny. That's beautiful. I've had that dream before. I had a dream some guy just came in his truck to take me away, and I was happy to go. Thank you for saying that. I haven't had that dream since 2018. Just came with the truck and said, let's go. And I was like, okay, let's go. Yeah. Just came with the truck and let's go. Exactly. Totally get it, Danny. Thanks for saying that. It clicks my ear. Yeah, Nicholas. Trust and foundation. When the bones are good, nothing else matters. I know now. That's the thing, eh? I'm not like little me that doesn't have solid examples of masculine rising. You being one of them, Nicholas. I'm going to shout him out. Me not care. Me shouting him out. Saturnian Sun, SS. We have an interaction through comments for the past year and a half. And we do the random emailing as well. But where the foundation of what I, Genevieve, and Saturnian Sun have chosen to put in as an energy makes it that even when we veer off track and we say something that's doesn't feel good for the other, we're able to you know, figure out that that moment I was kind of an ego saying stuff like wah wah wah, and that, you know, he's not my punching bag as a masculine. You know, SS has seen it all and heard it all of me because he's watched all my videos. He has. You know, so he's seen it all and heard it all, and sometimes, you know, he was my fucking punching bag where he'd write something just normal whatever in the comments, and Mama Bear just like big time, fucking big time. You know, it ain't always pretty, the building and the foundations. We react to each other, we trigger each other, all of that, right? So when you can grow from triggering someone, learn from it, evolve, become more empowered, it's beautiful. I could talk his head off, massage his mind with my voice. It was so good. Oh, Danny, I love it. I know, Danny, the neck, that's sacred. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas, you think the ghost was speaking in French? Oh, I mean it, Morgan. I mean it. Morgan, I know where people are at by how they can interact with me. You know what I mean? Meaning that there's channels who have like lot of stuff saying that they're very, you know, goddessy and very aligned and very this and that. But it's like, dude, I know you see me there and you're not able to comment on my stuff. You have zero interaction with me. And I can feel the avoidance, not like meaning like I'm thinking I should be seen. No, that that there's no strength to talk to me or to comment to me. Definitely not to come in the stream and be with us, because the whole bypassing. Goddess is not really goddess. Goddess is the wounded woman who can portray to everybody that she ain't wounded because, you know, all this stuff, but that's the thing. So wounded, even if everything looks good on the surface and all this stuff and whatever, but so wounded that, you know, can't step into my timelines and stuff. Me know now, like me know it all, right? I'm gonna put that video on, Nicholas. It shouldn't get flagged because it's yours. My sound's not on, hang on. I don't hear it. I don't hear anything. It's too fast. I'll check later. Maybe I could slow it down, but I'm not good at recognizing certain things. I'll check. Shush. Huh. Maybe slow down, eh? I don't know. Same year, 2018. Yeah. Elfin, you guys are gonna thinking about doing a live stream around 4:30 together? That would be epic. I'll be on it if I can. Yeah, Emery, I can get quiet when I'm doing shadow work for sure. As I've learned and you've said, V's, we have to learn to listen to ourselves And the quiet alone time definitely helps me connect. Yeah. And that's the knowing thyself, eh, Morgan? I have such it's sometimes we know we need to still be with others in certain like a certain little bit, even if we're in shadow work, and other times it's like no, complete. You know? Only we can know what's best for us with everything, and to thine own self be true. Um, One thing that I do find beautiful though, Morgan, is when people are in the crux of feeling certain things, and then when they're guided, because when they're guided and and then it's shared openly, and then the flow of having said certain things that just wouldn't have gotten said, depending on what's needed at the time. But the beauty of when like let's say there's 7 people in the comments, and when one person comes in and allows the holding of space, how it pivots others, and the connection is so big. Man, I am like whoosh. I gotta walk around a bit too. I gotta move it for a bit. I know, cat. I got a cat in my throat. I got a cat in my throat, and it ain't you, Bo. You okay, little girl? Oh my. It is really cold as balls, I swear. It's so cold. I should check what the... Just need a second before I relook at the comments. I think it's funny. I just checked the weather just to see what they say it says. And it's supposedly only -20 with the wind chill. But it feels like -30 in the house. The windows are like, the kitchen windows are completely frosted. Yeah, Maureen, exactly. Others sharing inspires me, and that's the balance I'm learning to achieve. To not stay quiet and to participate. I'm getting there. Wow, I think you do amazing here, and, you know, just amazing. A lot, you know. It's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it's really chilly, so my aunt made this for me. So I actually kept the other sweater on, and I got the dress on underneath. Keep the dress on, just keep adding layers on top of the dress, right? It's summer under there. Underwear, under all of that. It's summer. Woohoo! Even got a pair of bikini bottoms on. Realized they're a lot too big for me, so my butt, oh my gosh, there was chocolate under my butt. There's chocolate under my butt. Shit. Oh, I don't know how the chocolate got there. Is it chocolate? It can't be poo. Imagine if it was cat poo and I just licked it. It's not. It's chocolate, I swear. I may not know how chocolate chips got there. You have no clue. Me has no idea how chocolate chips got under my butt this morning. But I'm really glad I found it before I squished it all on my light blue, very light blue couch. Yay. I swear it's not cat poo. Oh man, this chunk of hair is bugging me. I swear. I know, eh? So I was on a live stream this one time, and, you know, Genevieve found chocolate chips under her butt. Happy Sunday morning! Oh, Nicholas, I wish I screenshot all those times you did that. G-phrase 4321. Imagine if it was cat poo and I just licked it. Yep. Imagine if it was cat poo and I just licked it. Be brave, eh? Be bold. Be brave and be bold. If you find a chunk of something, just lick it and see what it is. I feel like I don't even know like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but I feel like Willy Wonka just like shooting out little fucking cat turd looking chocolate chip chunks. And you know what? I don't even know how they got there for real. I haven't touched a chocolate chip in at least 3-4 days. Because this is the thing, eh? I fully admit, if I buy chocolate, then I'm going to be eating it. That's it. I am not sweet and delicate with chocolate. I will ravage the place with chocolate. Just eat it all. I will pillage all the fucking chocolate. So if I go to do a reserve of chocolate, it's all gone. Right? So I bought chocolate chips for baking because that's my last ditch. Like, chocolate chips aren't real chocolate. They're just desperate chocolate. They're placebo chocolate in my eyes. You know what I mean? Chocolate chip is just desperate. Just desperate. You know? So, I haven't touched any in a long time because it's desperate chocolate, not pure. That being said, I have touched it. I'm not sure which approach you mean, not my approach, and I don't judge. The cat poo, you mean? If you find something on the ground, you don't just lick it? Oh. Danny says I'm trying to clean my kitchen. I need coffee. I don't like chocolate. Right on. I keep a steady flow of chocolate chips on hand, says Nicholas. Danny, send me your address. I'm going to send you some chocolate. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. I use Pure Desperation chips instead of milk chocolate. Right on. Not sure what that means. Pure Desperation. Pure chocolate, you mean? I'm gonna pull a card. Oh, it was a joke. Pure Desperation. I don't know. Y'all Americans have stuff we don't have, right? So one American's joke is me thinking you will have certain products that I don't actually have. Right? So that could have been a brand. Me not know. Pure Desperation sounds like a good brand for like these times right now. 1244, January 24th, 69, 369. Says 3 people in the chat, so on my screen 369. Boom, 1244. Dustin, you're so precious with your chocolate story. I literally stopped buying chocolate for myself because when I open whatever size of whatever package, I would eat the whole thing no matter what. Yeah. And I say that and like I don't become that person that's like, oh my God, what have I done? But I'm that person where literally my sister had someone in her life recently, not long ago. And so where my sister lives is in the woods. The cottage is in the bush. You can't just run to the corner store. And so the person that was in her life got there and she looked down and she says, did you bring chocolate? And he's, there's about 15 people going to be there. So my sister says, did you bring chocolate? He said, yeah, I brought 4 Kit Kats. And my sister looks at him and she's like, okay, that's enough for my sister. What does anybody else get? Because it's like, I'm a 4 chocolate bar type of girl. 1 is good, but 4 is better. 4 is the door. And Reed, I have to feed my cat. Right on. Speaking of cat poo, I gotta go feed my cat. Oh, Danny, that's beautiful. The way you feel about chocolate, I feel about popcorn. That's so cool. Danny, that's a sync. My stepdaughter, Haley, loves popcorn. Loves popcorn as well. It's her, like a soothing thing, like. Let's get some goddess energy. Meow. 1244. I feel like Goldilocks. I've got 2 sweaters on now, so 1 is not enough, but 2 might be just a little too hot. We'll see. Nicholas, dude, thanks for writing that. I have this all-knowing sense of peace. Yeah. And I say that, and I sit here, and the shivers are just going like, whoosh. Yeah. I really do. And, that's it. And boom, you right. It feels so good when I lay back into it. And that's just it, eh? Just reading it. Did you see? I closed my eyes. After I read it, I closed my eyes and I'm just allowing it to flow. You know what I mean? It's so, just you writing it, like, centers me, like, poof. Because I've been talking for an hour and 21 minutes and kind of like, ooh, whatever. But as soon as I read that, the all-knowing sense of peace. I should actually, I bought a canvas. I don't really feel like painting. We'll see. Maybe take out the markers or the pastels. Ooh, maybe. I should do that. Like, just those words. All-knowing sense of peace. Just big words and color. And have that somewhere so that I turn around and see it. Thank you, Nicholas. Yes. Yes, it's the truest feeling I have ever known. And it's like that feeling of like, whoa. You know? For me, yeah. It's just that awesome. It's just that awesome. And it's that thing where last night, for the first time, I wasn't clawing for my sovereignty. I was just saying what I needed to say. And, you know, it's important. I really, really, really see where I gave all of my power away. And, you know, I thought I had learned a lot. I thought I learned it all, and I thought I was, I am doing good. I was. But what needed to be learned from another codependent type of projections, because if anything, I never allowed myself to feel that codependency. I always, as soon as I could feel that any of my eggs were going towards one basket, I would just reach out and make stronger connections within 2020, you know? So it's there, that bliss. I've been riding the bliss wave for 2 years, plus more, but like so sustained that the bliss of that my life is a movie, that everything around me has a choreography and the soundtrack of my movie, right? And I've attained this state of bliss, the cup overfloweth, but this feeling that I have in the last 48 hours, when I talked about Aphrodite Rose Starfire's video yesterday, it's in my God Goddess playlist, I believe. I put it there. Aphrodite Rose Starfire's video. It made me realize where I was at, of attaining a serenity that is a whole other level. And in that video, she's holding a snake and pulling the skin off. And it was like the timing of seeing that with the exact timeline of my shedding. Whoops, grab the hair. My shedding of is just incredible. It's like I don't have the words for it. I don't have a cadence with my poetry to just be flowing out like all these things. It'll come when it's ready, but beautiful, Nicholas. I must choose that feeling more. It's new for me. Nicholas, thank you for saying that. I would get distracted from it easily in the past, and now it feels sustained. Nicholas, it would be my honor. Yes, you can get a 3-card spread. And I am still starting with the Goddess because I can feel I'm just going to kind of sit. Where's my Palo Alto? I always say Palo Alto. That's in New Mexico, isn't it? Palo Alto? Why do I say Palo Alto instead of Palo Santo all the time?
You good, cat?
You good, Lily? Hey, is that you, Mark G? How's it going? Happy Sunday, eh? Happy Sunday, eh? Hello, everyone. Hello, Mark G. Ooh, Nicholas. Nicholas. Just a minute. Me not showing. Me gonna do the third card. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the third one. Ooh, that one just like. Ooh, you ready? So excited, I just can't hide it. I pulled Nicholas 3 cards and I think I'm gonna show it. Number 7, Branwyn, forgiveness. And the card, just the color, I love this color, these colors, Nicholas. Hey, homie. You got, boom, that's the second one, Nicholas. This and that are true. 20. So a 7 and a 2. And then 18. 1 and 8 is 9. New experiences and possibilities.
I'm 9.
She is so gorgeous, Nicholas. The chalice. The cup runneth over. I just said that. This is what the cup runneth over feels like, people. It ain't a cup with just what you think in it. It's all of this. This is what the cup runneth over feels like. Boom, boom, boom. You got the 9s in there? You get it? Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 9. Yeah. So 8, 9, 18, 9. The total of all of them is 9 as well, right, Nicholas, if I count properly?
Can I use this in my house?
No, but I'm going to give you another one. You need more padding in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you stuff for padding as long as when you're done with it, you get it.
Yeah, because I have 3 blankets and 1 really thin blanket.
Should we just get rid of the bed? We got a bed. We got a bed for sale.
The bed to hold my board up.
Oh, you need the bed to hold your fort up. You're right.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
And your coat's so
Oh.
good, new topper for-
Do you want me to read those, Nicholas?
What is it?
I'm talking to Nicholas.
once I'm done putting it in the padding, you can sew it on live stream.
Sure.
Yeah.
Lily is into her making a fort, and she slept in it last night. So I just gave her more padding for the bottom with my coats that I wear. And so, you know, what do we need the bed for? I can get rid of it, right? And she's like, no, I need the bed to hold the fort up. Oh, okay. I need the bed to hold the fort up. I'm not going to sleep on the bed. I don't know where. Oh, there they are. I'm rolling on 2 pairs of glasses. Do you want me to read the books of it, Nicholas? You think I should? I think I should, eh? Get the sinks out and the flow of what needs to come out. I'll start with the goddess one. Yeah. Might as well, eh? I'm just going to catch up to the chat really quick to see if there's anything that... I love that you say that, Nicholas, because it's like that for all of us. I can easily upshift or I can easily fuck shit up. I choose the uplift now. Boom. I knew I was saying it that way for a reason today, and it was just like, why? That's a sync. My ex is from Palo Alto area in California. Yeah, Palo Alto's in California. Sorry about that. My U.S. geography was a lacking. You gonna take a call from your sister? Have to run? Yes, I'm gonna be talking to my sister in a little bit. Hi, Psycho Beats. Me doing really good. How are you? You just waking up? Right on. Doing super good. I'm just doing a triple spread for Nicholas. Anything that resonates with anyone else, obviously. You know, when I say for Nicholas, it's because he's the one that asked. So whatever specific messages are for him, but there's always something. There's always some seeds in there for someone else, right? Grab them if they're your seeds and bloom. Oh, I'm glad. You had a good sleep? Did you have an active dream time that you remember? Psycho Beats? Oh, for self, me back. I just uploaded a video on what just happened.
I'm taking the pillow back.
Okay. I'm going to read the triple card spread, and then should I go check and put it with the live stream here, Elf for self? Let me know.
After I'm done making my bed, you can come.
Yeah, let me just...
My bed, I mean fort.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to finish the flow of what I'm doing, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Branwen, forgiveness. Sometimes life invites us into conditions that challenge us to our core. As the Celtic goddess Branwen forgives those who caused her own death by a broken heart, she asks you to set yourself free from the seeds of resentment that will surely choke the life out of your dreams. Boom. I just said that earlier, eh? For the first time, I felt like I wasn't choking and fighting for my sovereignty. Whoa. Oh, okay, for a spirit that got your attention? I thought you meant something that just happened in the live stream. Has to do with a spirit that got my attention. Right on. We are wounded by others, and we weave stories about our hurts and losses that live on in our hearts and minds. So we come to distrust the potential of love and connection. No matter what your story and when it began, forgiveness is the key to freedom here. Forgiveness allows for mending and repair, opening the heart to give and receive. If you need to forgive yourself or others, now is the time to do it. Keep your heart open, and you can begin again. Only beauty, freedom, and treasures are found in the spirit of forgiveness, and the goddess Branwen is here to support you. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Dolphin spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so is the dolphin spirit both this and that. Two truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, and for in there is a blessing too of the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that situations are both this and that no choice led to just joy or just sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Boom. Thank you for writing that, Nicholas. Duality is not necessary usually. I fully agree. There's absolutely no need for the light and dark and the duality, the merging of completely accepting everything makes it that the duality is not necessary. It's not. It's people's choices that make anything that it's not a flow. And that's it. How would I say? Surrender to source. There is no duality left. You choose to interact with people because they need the life lessons still. And therefore, there's a part of you that, you just give what you can until, we're not here to enable. And so a lot of people are going to find that, the people that they ran to for comfort aren't going to be sitting there saying, this is good. No, it's not good, buddy. You've been running telling me the same story for a fucking year. 1 full year, the same story. And I have too many people in my life that I know that in 1 week can change their life on a dime. So you're going to come tell me the same story after a fucking year? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Know thyself and what people are coming to you for. Really, in this accelerated timelines that we have, every single conversation should show an uplift of something. Because otherwise, the person's not doing the work and it's just that, codependent. I'll siphon you, and you give me energy, I'll siphon you, and I'll be back when I need more. Because really, it's about the giving. It really is. Today you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move forward towards your new self you are becoming. So the aspects of both selves are present. Even if you want to say goodbye to everything that once was, you're required to find solace in the in-between. The protection message. This is so important. When you want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, Dolphin Spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is way more complicated than you're admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what's not? Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize that grays remind you there's 2 sides to every story, an upside to each downside and a blessing in each challenge. What you think is wrong may end up being right for you. So let dolphin spirit soften your heart to make the best decision at this time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. You had a good sleep, Psycho Beats? Lots of good dreams? Awesome. Nicholas, Alpha Self says, duality is not necessary, says Nicholas. And Alpha Self says, me agree, Nicholas. Me feels duality of self, our masculine and feminine personality. Gonna read the new. I think it's funny too, funny haha, of, two cards stating like almost the same thing, right? And like it's powerful of when you're actually doing it, how you soar like the dolphin, Nicholas. Boom, the cat. That was the cat? The cat just like, he's got a little carpet under his thing, and he must have got one of his nails caught and whipped it all around. As I was saying that, I would wonder how the dolphins right now are synced with you, Nicholas. And I see this as that, what you were saying, that the sustaining it. This is going to grow more and more, and just like, whoosh, right? Dolphins are Palladians. 18. I love this image. There's the castle in the back, Nicholas. I gotta take a picture and send it to you. New possibilities and experiences. Look around in nature and notice the new beginnings, new experiences and new choices being shown to you now. They will only be evident if you take the time to look for the subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path and being offered blank pages. What are the first words you want to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life, and it's a new beginning on this journey. Live in the present, trust your own abilities, plant your seeds, and willingly venture into new territory. Yeah, I'm taking the picture right now, Nicholas, so I don't forget, because I do that sometimes, so that you can just get all the imagery in there. I'm going to go by the window just to get a nice light to it. Nicholas. Nicholas. Me gonna send it right now so me not forget. Email. Nicholas. Nick. Here we go. There we go. So I didn't put a subject. I just sent it. So my subject list email is sent. It's amazing, like all the details in here, so many flowers, the cup runneth frickin' over, the horse, that dress. I gotta say, I really want this dress. I really, 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 really want to manifest this dress in my reality as fast as possible. Maybe not such hangy sleeves. I don't like hangy Stevie Winwood sleeves very much because it's not safe, right? Yeah. I'm coming to see it right now. You're welcome, Nicholas. Thanks for asking. What the flying fuckballs? What have you done?
Can you explain yourself?
What have you done, Bo? He's like, but he's like walking around rubbing everywhere going, where's the food? Like, really? I stirred it all up so that it gets filled with food. Do you want to turn the light on so I don't step in a puddle? Because
Yeah.
if I don't pick up the
He's
water,
been watching it.
it's
over
so
there.
freaking freezing right now that I think the water will just
A freeze.
yeah. Here, take this. Fill it.
Yeah.
Not fill. Remember that time I washed the floor on my hands and knees, and then the next morning I had to do one whole spot because the cat. Yeah. You know, if you were just hungry, Bo, you could have just asked.
Yeah.
He's like, what I did. I know. Oh man.
There.
Water retains memory.
I'm done.
Big puddle on the
I'm
kitchen
done.
floor.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Let's go see the fort.
That's the whole reason I
Let's
came.
go on an adventure. Shall we? My shiny kitchen floor. Oh my gosh, look how shiny my floor is. Whoa! Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey all night long. I know. I shouldn't do that.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the crib. Come on in.
Welcome to the crib. Hang on, I'm gonna
I'll bring you in.
do the thing where
I'll bring
don't
you
touch
in.
it. Don't touch it. There. Be careful not to. Oh, here. Okay, so we're doing what's that show on Cribs? I don't know, something Cribs. Oh boy.
Here.
Oh, you realize that her DIY project bookshelf. If it all, it's yeah.
It's fallen over.
I know it's fallen over
Okay,
twice.
this
I
is
think
the
it might fall again.
This is the pile of things. My stuffies.
You call them
This
things.
This is Cupcake.
Cupcake is new.
This is Katie.
Katie and Cupcake.
This is Pumpkin Die. He's a Swissy. This is Raccoon. This is Melissa.
I'm showing your feet.
This is Melissa. This is Barry back here. He's the one.
Barry's
he's the strongest, so everyone's on top.
boom.
Here's my
Barry,
water.
hang on. Barry is the
my
foundation. The bear is
And
the foundation.
Here's Donut Guy. I got him last birthday. Not last birthday. This is Ethan. I haven't named him. I've had him for like 5 years and I've never named him. This is Doggy. And these are my pillows. Oh, and this is Tank. And this is my light that I put on at nighttime. So is this one. And I also have my notebook and a pen down here.
Because notebook and the pen in the fort, that's important.
I was doing a challenge last night. I was watching a video where it was like, it was a quiz and you'd write down how many stars you get, and it's a personality quiz, and I did it. So
What kind of personality do you
I don't know. It was a beauty test, I think.
Oh,
It was a beauty test, and I got like 23 points, and I don't remember what it was.
okay. It's very clear that it wasn't your most defining, special thing ever.
No.
Anything else?
No, not really.
No?
No.
No? Do you have any messages just that you want to say, or,
Cupcakes says thank you. She's new to the game. My sister gave her to me like 15 hours ago.
Yeah, yesterday.
15 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night. So yeah. I don't know how you guys see me, but
See you, because if you're the cutest little thing ever. Look at your toes. I'm showing your toes. I did such a close-up. I hope somebody screenshots and saves your toes forever. Are you done?
Yeah.
Do you want to say goodbye or just
so your toes.
No.
Your insides.
Exactly. Suck it. Suck it, suck it.
Okay, where did I put my iPad?
Whoa. The floor is alive. The sound of music. Bye, guys. Going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Thanks, Nicholas. It's nice, eh? It's comfy. After a year of living somewhere where the minute I walked in, I thought we're only going to be here for a month or two, and then living for a year, and just, it's amazing just to have the space that we have, that kitchen floor in I was gonna say the kitchen floor in the bathroom. That makes no sense. The kitchen, the vastness of it, the ability to have the floor space for movement is so amazing. It's so awesome. Yeah. Cool 40. Monkey dancing. Psycho Beats. She's cool, eh? I've never noticed that 3-card spread was intense. Intense, yeah. You say intense as a, intent, because she just, the fort, intense, a fort. Yeah, really for real. A lot. Let me take in a breath, you know what I mean? Yes, camping intense. Yeah. All for self, nice fort. He wants to hang out in there and play with all those stuffed animal friends. Aw, me wish you were here so you could play. I'm not always the most playful, and my playfulness, it's not like that childlike of sitting down and doing those things, and I can't fake it and pretend and make it happen. It's just not something that, so sometimes it gets very hard just being the two of us all for self, of that thing where, we've lived where we had community and there was, just always something around. So just being two to sustain each other and not always vibrating at the same ability to connect sometimes. Thank you, Psycho Beats. You and your daughter have a beautiful relationship. It's gorgeous. It is. It's gorgeous. We're very blessed. But the more she grows, the more I see where we are lacking in the foundations of, like, the structure of other things, right? At some point, even a teeter-totter, right? It needs the balance, the thing in the middle to be able to go like this. So especially with the year of COVID and so many, because we've always been apart from everyone. We have homeschooled, free range, are not a part of like all the 3D activities and stuff. But we always had like the structure and ability to go to a place and be with other children, to go to certain places to be with other children. And, even last night in my dreams, at one point in my dreams, I said, like, where are the children? Where are the children? Because it's past surreal to ask of us what we sustain together alone without any other positive, pure interaction, right? Like, Rose's father hasn't spoken to her in over a year. Not even Christmas and her birthday, so what she's holding as a 9-year-old came into this reality, and then everything, it's just us two. Like, when Danny said earlier, that dream of, the guy came with the truck and I just got in, and that's it. Because our reality has been based on making, we're apart so much that all we need is the what it is, where it is, and boom. We have nothing, nothing that is an anchor, home, or like we're always with that, even her, knowing that there's more, because this is not anything. You know what I mean? So that thing of, to just boom. Because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. L for self, you say me is a big kid at heart. And me is not a big kid at heart. Me didn't have certain things. I never did even certain things as I was a child and a kid. So it's just, I'm not a big kid at heart. I'm playful at heart, but not in, I do really well with babies, like amazing with babies, and up to 2 to 3, because it's just the flow is just, it's all there telepathy wise before kids have any outside stuff. So it's so easy. And then I've had other children, and I know that a certain age bracket, other things need to complement our life in order for me to be able to be what I am. Am I pulling cards anymore? Yes. Would you like a card, Psycho Beats? Let me pull you a card. Yeah, me feel the same with my son. We are alone together. And there's a beauty behind it. It's amazing. And everything tells me all the time, just enjoy what you have. You'll never have this again. But that's the thing. It's been so long of the intensity of just the mama and the baby bear that now when outside things, like every time I'm on the phone, it's like, who is that? Because there's never anybody on the phone with me. So there's there's that thing that we've built so much and nothing outside of us that, is it going to be a challenge now? And when we do have things come in, people and opportunities come into our life of resistance because it's been so long alone. And it's one of the reasons when I do live streams, I come and I go for a long time. Why? It's, first of all, it's my only thing. Second, she's right here and she chooses to interact whenever she wants. But third, it's to, like, that's showing of sustaining certain things and speaking and having certain things come into our reality of jokes of someone, when you guys say stuff, having things come into our reality instead of nothing at all, right? Hey, Drawler, how's your day? It's 13:24 Eastern Time when you wrote that. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 24th. I'm gonna pull a crystal card for you, Beats. Yeah, I find that doing the live streams for me, or when I listen to live streams, Lily Rose is present, and that's why I don't just go into a bunch of stuff. Like, my life is PG rated, where there's stuff of the collective that people talk about in live streams that I just don't want in our reality, especially Lily Rose's. You guys know when I speak and do live streams, I don't say, like, I won't read, I won't perpetuate certain energies. So having those live streams, like last night, the soul group live stream where, Lily Rose was at one point noticing, like, what cards were coming up and what words were matching with my live streams. Like, it made her feel good to be in there. She doesn't sit there and watch a live stream with me, but it's in her home. I don't use buds and, like, headsets on my head ever. Ever, never. So everything I do in my life, she hears. So, when that text comes in at 11 o'clock or somebody wants to talk to me in a certain way at 11 p.m., there's no hiding it. Even if she was sleeping, she would wake up. Mom doesn't just talk out loud all the time. So it's important. When I say that I'm, when we're sustaining a certain vibration and, making boundaries, when you have a child, the boundaries cannot be what another person wants, because if they're not ready to give energy towards your child, then what the fuck? What the fuck? There are people that I have on my channel that Lily Rose knows, like, she doesn't sometimes even know how they look or stuff, but she knows Alex in Romania. You know? She knows that Alex says the joke. She knows that Alex will say hello to her. She knows. She's not, you know what I mean? Certain people, it's not about wanting to watch me on a screen. It's about wanting to interact with her as well. Dude, you started powerlifting again today? Right on. Cool. Good. There's a resurgence of just like wanting to like, do stuff. Powerlifting sounds good, dude. Happy for you. Enjoy. I love that too. It's a sync, eh? Because I'm realizing, I've always known and I know that I act towards my flexibility and my flow, but I don't strengthen. And just lifting my cast iron pans from somebody who comes from a chef background and can have 2 cast iron pans and be flipping around in her hand, you know what I mean? And now it's like, no, I can't do that. Like right now, if my life depended on it to lift myself up one time, I don't even know if I could do it, you know? And so I have to start giving myself the power, because I had sold my kayaks and I haven't kayaked in it. You know, I didn't kayak all summer. I didn't build that strength either. The strength that just came from doing an activity that I love, because I don't like powerlifting and I don't like going to the gym. But when you kayak, just, it's all there, you know, the breath, the everything. So why am I holding it backwards? Beautiful. This one's for you, Psycho Beats. I am not really good at pronouncing that word. I am just going to leave it as is. I don't feel like doing the tongue twister butcher of the word right now. I'm going to open the book. 21. Love that blue. Love it. I'll try to pronounce it. Bugs me that I don't. Zmartzerite. See, my French tongue wants to say it. Zmartzerite. Me not know. Organization, orderliness, clutter clearing, and list making. Ich-Hochchen. Ich-Hochchen is how I would say that. Ich-Hochchen. I don't know if that's right. Boom. Beautiful, Psycho Beats. The same color of a stone in a ring I was just given. Beautiful. Not all plans will come into fruition, but in the planning, we learn so much. Have you worked out your plans, making lists and organizing your thoughts? Doomer, blah, 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 Spirit's message to you is to take the ideas in your mind and start committing them to paper. For you're supported now in structuring your plans that will help you achieve fulfillment and healing you seek. Far from correct? Right on. Jochischen. That's squirrel in German? Right on. Remember I told you, of all the languages, my tongue in German doesn't mean I could not, because I love German. I love German and Russian the best. Seriously, I know. But just, it would be like, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Your mental discipline is enhanced now. So pull out the journals and write. Draw arrows, pictures that help you prioritize and acknowledge what's most important to you and what's at the low end of your list. Rip your lists up. Start new ones. Just allow yourself to write. Flow. The arrows and the pictures. You will feel stronger and more confident once you start working ideas out on paper. Commit to organizing your ideas today, for the conscious universe wants you to know that you are better at this planning stuff than you might think. That's awesome. Demarta writes, works to open and clear the third eye and the crown chakras. This stone is beneficial to wear or carries on these days where brain fog is an issue and clarity is required. It also facilitates psychic awareness. Right on. That blue. I'll take a picture for you. I think I can find you really quick on Instagram. Maybe not. That's funny. I'm not able to send a message really quick. I'll try to remember later. Yeah. I'm not able to find it to get to it fast. I don't know why. Focus, don't squirrel. Yeah. If you have the ring that's blue as well, I believe in the power of the imagination more than everything, right? So just the stuff, what resonated for you in here when you look at your ring, to empower yourself of that feeling. It's coming up a lot in the cards, the clear out the clutter. I notice the trend when other people are pulling cards. Clearing out the clutter is not necessarily just the physical, it's the mind and all of that. But recently in the last few days, I've seen in comments or had it said here that spring cleaning feeling has kicked in before, like in midwinter right now, the spring cleaning of the clutter. One of the things that I've noticed as well is, there's a lot and that's the thing I was speaking earlier about, you really see who's doing the inner work because everything's changing in their life. Everything's changing in their life to the point that some channels are making more videos right now and some are not making any. Some people are more in live streams and they're going towards the connection based of connecting and needing to build solid foundations. And other people are like just not present right now because they're going through their life changes of packing their stuff and moving to another place. There's a lot of pivots. There's a lot of flow. And so, like, the beauty of that is that we're not all in the same stuff at the same time. So the fact, we're holding space, we're sharing all this energy. And so the more that I see examples of people doing the work, the more it's easy to really see who's not doing the work and where to not put an effort to enable someone and where to flow. Yeah, the shelf fell, right? I'll be right back. And he heard it. Holy shitballs. Worse than I would have imagined. I see your butt. Oh my gosh. You know what I think you should do?
he's doing something. My cell fell on me, and I don't know what he's doing, but I'll wait and see. Okay. Yeah, but maybe if we have the blanket hanging down and well, of course, but you have to figure that out. Yes. Okay. But yeah, like in here, I'll give you potions or whatever. Yeah. Marker. And maybe I'll just put it here like this. Yeah. Yeah. You do have to make sure though, no pressure on it, right? It's still high, but you don't touch it. Yeah. You want me to show what it looks like before it's made? Yeah, it's really messy. I have to do the book cells and stuff, but it's still amazing.
I'm going to give you guys an update on what's happening with the fort situation here, because there's been a slight earthquake.
Yeah,
There's been a slight earthquake in Canada.
but we
Just isolated to our house, actually. Just isolated to here. I think Lily Rose farted and all her books exploded all over the place. Boom! Earthquake!
so the
I'm doing it. And so, I said,
like that.
I said, are you open to my idea? Because I think you could use your bed. Look at that.
This is
So So right now, earthquake relief is coming. It's named Lily Rose because she's going to clean up her own stuff. Mama's not doing that for you.
You're not helping. We're gonna put a door.
Yeah, you'll put that there.
You're gonna help me do that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
If
we
I'm
can-
to use my building skills,
Maybe we
we're
can
gonna
get it
need
from
some
the
hugging.
seats. Just, anyway.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
I think you need to get going on, clearing the path.
I know how to do it.
Put some music on. Enjoy.
I gotta put a
Oh man,
music. I'm not-
that was funny. I knew it was gonna fall. Yeah. So the funny thing is when when you're an engineer like Lily Rose and I, and you make your own DIY shelves with old boxes, and even when the boxes fall apart, you think, I'm just gonna put the boxes back together, right? So yes, we do need a shelving unit at some point in our life. Oh man. Right on. That's what you've been doing the past week as well. Awesome. And I love that feeling of the flow of the, like someone else saying like, I got all this stuff done and da 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 da. And yesterday, what it did for me is once I finished the live stream, I took a little pause, and then it was like, dude, we're doing this. We cleaned everything. I had the counter full of dishes because I had accumulated. That's just how I roll. But did the dishes. Lily Rose cleaned the bathroom, did the floors, and just like everything everywhere was just like boom, clean everywhere. Awesome. Loved it. To the point where it inspired Lily Rose that, oh man, I'm just gonna make a fort. And she slept in it and had a good it was cool. I'm gonna take a pause. I know I've been in and out, but that 3-card pull from Nicholas, and even just the clear the clutter, it's coming up in cards, doesn't matter where and everywhere. For me, these palindrome, like this 10-day portal, it's what I've seen in others and what I feel in myself. Just the momentum of it is amazing. Wow. Me is so sad to announce that my coffee maker just died. It was fine this morning, and now I try to make more and it's dead. It's just done. It's not even like anything. Woe is me. The coffee maker, how do I fix a coffee maker? If I throw it, my dad's thing is always, if something's not working, just throw it on the ground. Do you think that would work with my coffee maker if I just chuck it on the ground? Yeah, for self, no, not the coffee maker. And you know what's funny is I looked at it as I was going to it and I was like, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. And then I pressed on the blue button and they're in the closet where they always are. This should be right there, visible.
I don't know.
Did you look for them?
No.
Well, open the closet door and look. They're right there at eye level. I put everything so that it's easy to find. If you can't see them, tell me. I'll go, but... Me is perplexed. Either this means I gotta go out and get another one, or like...
Are they in your shoe rack?
No, I'm gonna show you what I mean by the closet. There's only one, the closet, honey.
Oh, let me find your closet.
No, I have the closet. There's a light on to be able to see, and the clothespin should be somewhere here. And all those first, and then all those up there.
I only need like 2.
Okay. Well, there's enough there for you. Wow. Me so sad. And the ground is frozen. I can't even like bury it. I will hang it in my tree upside down. Did you turn the PowerPoint in and off? I'll go try, but my blue lights are working and they're plugged in the same thing. So I'm gonna go tech support it just a little, just to see. Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. The light turned on. Oh, Lily, never mind. I'm talking to myself.
Will you not be able to... You trying to brew coffee?
It wasn't working.
Oh.
This is my last of my coffee. We might have to go out today.
Okay.
Let's see.
We can go to just the store here.
I know, yeah. It's a Christmas miracle. Thank you. It worked. Thank you. I believe it's the power of sisterhood, by the way. The realization that there's 3 of us empowering my coffee maker to get back on track. Mama Bear needs you. Take anything, but not my coffee. It worked. It worked. It's working. Can you hear it? The sound of happiness is brewing in the kitchen. Coffee is dripping. Me love it. I love it. This one time in my reality, because, you know, it's my life, I'll live it how I want. I had a little 4-cup coffee maker, and I like my coffee just with sugar. I don't need the cream. So I put it beside my bed. Yeah, I did. So I pressed the button so I could hear the sound and the smell in my bedroom. Yeah. Why? Who said? You know, is there a rule on the box saying the coffee maker must be in the kitchen? And if there was a rule on the box saying the coffee maker must be on the kitchen, do you think I would really keep it in the kitchen? No, never. So, yeah. And that was awesome. I love that feeling of waking up and just going click and it was right beside me. Why not? Why not? Why not, right? I'm gonna pull a couple more cards and then we'll see where we flow. I've been on for a little while and we'll see what's meant to come out. You can smell the coffee brewing? Right on. Oh, for self. You should, eh? Mm-hmm. It's not like the creme de la creme de coffee, but it's a nice dark roast that I have. And things have changed a lot in the exterior right now, so I'm only going to certain specific places because I'm not guided other places. So the choice is more limited, but it's yummy. It's yummy to me. My favorite coffee is Kicking Horse coffee. It's Canadian. I believe it's West Coast 16. The Royal You. Sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions, a quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware, not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. Boom. This card is everything I've been talking about in the stream, every single thing, just in the summary of the card. That responsibility, the ownership of your feelings and action. Know thyself, to thine own self be true. You can't allow yourself to be with people, frequencies, everyone's a frequency, that are not in alignment with your truth. And it can't be bypassed. It cannot be bypassed. If it's not in alignment with your truth, it won't feel good. It'll give you tummy aches. It'll make it that you can't eat. It'll make it like not on track. You know if you're on track or not. You know it. You feel it. You know it. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity, secure in the belief that you have a unique purpose. I said that literally last night to somebody. I said, I see and I know and I taste and I'm following my purpose. It's not okay to derail me from that. You can't say your tribe and then take Mama Bear down in the background and not give and receive. You can't just ask more of me. I'm already publicly giving to the whole collective all day and sometimes all evening or all night long. 3 to 8 to 9 hours a day I'm streaming in the past weeks. So it's all out there. Anything more is in order to serve my purpose. Otherwise, it's derailing me, and it makes it that the lighthouse that I am, the beacon that I am, it gets blocked. So who is supposed to flow to me cannot because of the attachments grabbing at me. Because in the last 48 hours, I have shed. There's nothing left for me of anything that was a 2020 path. The timelines aren't even there to jump into anymore. I don't get shivers. I don't get happy. I don't giggle. It doesn't make me feel good. It's not for me. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are, and that nothing outside of you can challenge your authentic self. It's a hard-won seat of awareness that we've earned. Knowing yourself is a hard won seat of awareness. You don't just get to know yourself by not doing the inner work. You're the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and the beauty you intend for your life? Consistency. The consistency that I have found in brotherhood and sisterhood real makes it that I know inconsistency right away. I can smell it. I can smell it. Lack of knowing thyself, I can smell it coming into me when somebody wants to talk to me who doesn't know themselves. The discernment is so high that I'm aware if I choose that I'm going to give a little bit of my power away by giving any attention towards anything that's not in its highest integrity. It's important now to keep your focus on what is right and good for you as well as others. And that's where I get sidetracked, is that for me, the greater good of the all means the greater good for me. So, you know, it's still easy for someone to sidetrack me, because although I'm a strict no means no, if someone reaches out, I just won't leave them flying there by themselves, like hanging there by themselves. I will, you know, and it's not for my benefit. It doesn't serve my purpose. It doesn't, you know, elevate me, and it doesn't help me walk with confidence, and it doesn't perpetuate the feeling. Like when I come out of a live stream, can you imagine the energy flowing through me when I come out of a live stream? And then I integrate all that by myself. There's nobody to chit chat with and giggle about what was said or remind me of things that I forgot. Me is all integrating it by myself. So, you know, there's a lot going on of me, and all the things, all the frequency, all the energy that I exchanged, because there's an exchange for me when I do this. Otherwise, I stop. I don't continue. But it's huge. It's really big. Somebody thinks, you know, like that's never done this. One of the things in the soul group reading last night is when the ladies talked about what it's like. It's a whole other world to do a live stream and to have people in real time in your frequency. And the protection of that. How yesterday, the live stream, you know, nothing could get through in there. Nothing. Because it was such a high frequency. But that's the thing, is that there was so many people sustaining that togetherness, and so me knows that feeling of when people are sustaining the elevated vibe, or if somebody wanted to come in and bring it down. And that's why my judgment calls, when somebody comes in lately and says, I'm feeling negative, I shouldn't be commenting, and it'll be like, no, you should be. You know, you should. Because it's not negative. It's going to empower us all if you share. We're not enabling someone to come in to this space and start blaming and shaming and pointing fingers, but we encourage everyone that needs to speak to have a place to be able to share it, right? You gotta go, Psycho Beats. Gotta go, honey. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time as well. You add to my being able to have something to flow with, and I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with measured response. When life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your power. Now's the time to lead from the heart. your authenticity and integrity. Hold your head high. Know your worth. That's the mark of true sovereign. Really is. It really, really is. Now for self, me understands that feeling, Lady G. That's why we appreciate what you're doing here for all of us. Thank you, sweetie. It's a whole other different vibration, frequency, exchange of energy on a live stream than it is in just a video. It's not the same thing. And what I do, who I am when I'm up here, is so different from so many as well, because when I come in, it's just fresh with nothing really to say until people come in to share their energy, frequency, vibration, things going on, syncs. And so the learning curve of what it feels like when I read comments, or when I choose to avoid certain comments because they're not going to perpetuate anything for the greater good, you know, and how I can feel. Shit, I know some people like feel really, really strong and confident, and they're writing a comment, and then I can feel she didn't even read that. And in my head, I'm saying back, yeah, do you know why I didn't read that? Do the inner work. Do you know why? Right? Because I'm telepathically speaking to everyone on a certain level as I speak out loud to everyone as well. It's so multi-layered up here with who I am, what my purpose is, that I'm speaking out loud, but higher self me is giving direct messages as well to people. Higher self me feels it when specific people who pretend they're not here come in here to watch. Me knows exactly when certain people are here now, because like frequency doesn't lie. The energy signature is in the background. Whether you want to believe that you believe me or not on that, your presence is felt no matter where you are, even if you're in incognito mode on YouTube, and even if you never ever 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 comment. And one of the things that, because I've been live streaming so long, and it's all up there, the consistency of me is right there. It's right there for the whole world to see, the consistency of everything, you know. And I say the consistency, there's a consistency of my contradictions as well throughout everything, but it's all there. And you know, one of the things that I'm starting to do in the live streams is when I have, you know, a certain name or a certain thing, I'm starting to say it so that it can be like, it's like timestamp somewhere that I said, like, somebody with a certain name is going to come in soon, and, you know, certain things, because I feel it coming before it comes. I feel certain frequencies on their way to us and almost ready to unblock. So, you know, there's certain people when they're coming up, it's like, whoa, I've dreamed of you. I've heard, you know, The exchange is already there. Hey, that way. Plus VIB. Nicholas, once I understood that the highest creator sent me here to remember that sovereignty the Almighty bestowed at birth. L for self.
I'm really proud of this.
Same here, Nicholas. Be the chains. Show up and
Ready?
just be truly me.
So it.
Ready? Okay, we're gonna go do another walkabout.
It's totally new approach of a fort. It's like
The new and improved.
new and improved.
The new and improved fort. Here we go. I swear, just turning the camera around is a chore for me. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh, you gotta keep it elevated. Don't touch that mattress though, so don't fall on your head. It's heavier than it looks.
Yeah.
And it's stable as long as you don't put pressure on it, which you shouldn't because it's so high. This is much better because you actually have
Yeah.
room to...
Sleep.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome, dude.
And I put my light here and my other light here, my notebook, my water bottle.
Beautiful. I'm impressed. I like the mattress idea. It's more stable and more
Yeah.
not just like I'm going to turn my head and the fort's going to slam down.
Yeah.
Good job, Bob.
And now there's a little table here.
Peekaboo.
There's a little table here.
I see you. I see you.
There's a
up
little
there.
table here because I put my other one back there.
Right on.
So I put my rainbow light and my notebook, water bottle, and then my other lights right here.
Yeah.
And I put those on at nighttime.
Looking good, beautiful. I love it. Maybe the cat will come sleep with you.
He did a little bit last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just call him.
Ow. Close the light or
Turn the light or close it?
turn the light off when you
Turn the light off, baby. Don't say a word. Gonna grab my coffee. I'm so happy, my coffee maker. I'm so happy you decided to start working. We love you long time. Oh my gosh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Nummy, nummy, nummy. Fresh coffee in my tummy. I'm so excited. We just can't hide it. We actually heard that song on the radio the other day, the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited. Yeah, cool. Isn't it beautiful? The awning that you call is a blanket that we got gifted. She got gifted. Exactly, Elf herself. Well done. More room to play and move. It's awesome to have forts that are small, but when they just kind of self-destruct because if you fart and your fort falls down because there's no room to move. Nicholas and Elf gonna do a live stream around 4-ish Eastern time. 2:44 I've been on. 24444 I've been on at 14:11 on the 24th. 28% battery. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe pull a card or two, and then I want the buffer time, my afternoon, like little bit of if I need to do anything, and unless something happens, I really want to be there, Nicholas. You know what I mean? I don't want to forget that. It'd be nice to like watch you guys together. It would be really nice. I've been missing your live streams, Nicholas. You know what I mean? Like, we do what we do when we feel it, but I like the energy of your live streams when you're just listening to music and just whatever you choose to do and that feeling, so it's nice. Oh, are you back, sweetie? Right on. Welcome back. I was just saying I'm gonna pull a card or two, like kind of close up for the afternoon. Nicholas and Elf herself, I don't know if you have their channels. They're gonna do a Zoom type of live stream around 4:30 Eastern time, so in a couple hours. So I've been on for 2:46. I'm gonna kind of wrap this up so that I have time to just kind of do some stuff, and then I'll be like, boom, I'll be able to either sit or plan to be making food as I listen to the other live stream later. thank you guys for talking about it, that you're gonna do it, to give me that anticipation feeling, you know. And I say that without expectation. If it's not meant to be, and you know, things don't connect, that's okay. I get it, that stuff happens sometimes, but yeah, it'll be nice to have a flow of different energy and just be in a live stream. Psycho Beats, I will join you, Nicholas, on YouTube. Right on. Nicholas's channel is like a gem of a channel with just so many different types of a free flow channel, right? That's what I call it. Alpha Self Me is super stoked about it. Right on. Yeah, thanks for encouraging, Beats. That's awesome for sure. Love it. I said to Nova last night, I said how happy I'm feeling. How that feeling of just the knowing that I have the ability to go on my YouTube or Instagram and, you know, scroll, and that there's somebody that I love doing a live stream, and then I jump in there, and that I have that feeling of I belong. Even if it's a new live stream that I've never been in. I had the comment the other day of someone, I went in, I forget which live stream it was, which is, sorry, I don't mean to, because it's a channel name and not something I remember. But I went into the live stream, like I go into all live streams, and just talked as myself. And by the end of the live stream, someone said to me, like, you know, like, you guys are awesome, you must be here all the time. And I was like, no, this is my first time here. This is my first time here. I've never been in here before, but I was guided to be in here. Everything feels good. It was a video about, it was a informational, more like knowledge-based about Atlantis, like, and truth coming through. Very rare do I find a channel that speaks on with the stuff that resonates with me. So I jumped into the live stream and started talking like I usually do. That's one of the things about me as well. It's not the first time. James's True's live streams was like that, where people assumed I always been there, and it was like, no, I just stepped in here last week and I feel like I belong, so I act like I do. I feel like I belong, so I act like I do. I don't go into a live stream and wait till somebody says, like, you know, you should talk. I just talk. I just comment. And I just act as if I belong. Therefore, I feel like I belong. Therefore, I do belong. And when I feel like don't belong, then I go away, because it's not for me in the moment. There's live streams that I love, 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 love. And right now, the frequency isn't there. Everything says don't go into it. Or everything says go into it to say hi, but just bounce right out. You're just go to say hi to make sure everybody feels that. You know, and I want that feeling of, hey guys, I love you, but I can't stay. But I want to flow the energy to like support and give that feeling of like, you go guys, but I'm not staying in tonight or today. It's awesome. The opportunity of like having this is like, I'm so grateful. So freaking grateful. Are you back, Corey? And boom, you know, the more when I say, like, I'm gonna sit, calmly wrap up a live stream and see what flows, what needs to come out, the more I know myself and I do it just calm, like, don't analyze. I've been on for a certain amount of time and I'm in a free flow. What I gotta do next will be next. Whatever comes up is that full circle of everything. This is where we're at. We are the ants. And we collaborate. It's beautiful. Stop, collaborate, and listen. I realized to what point, you know, somebody could say, I watch your live streams. Okay, you watch my live streams, but do you listen? Do you listen? Because if someone listens, then it's very easy to know, like, holy shit, I'm guided to email her. I need to text her. We need to talk. We need to talk. Or that other thing of someone that doesn't know themselves and just wants the glow, just wants to come hit up again like a moth on the light, right? The moth people hitting up to go, because they just bouncing to the light, boom, 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 bouncing on the light, but you're not absorbing the light and flowing it, right? So the ants. And the ants starts. The ants go marching 2 by 2. Starts 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 1, then 2 by 2. I'm gonna drink some of this fresh coffee before I let her just kind of. Oh, well, for self, thank you for saying that. I got a ringing in my ears when you said ant. Thank you for saying that. When the rings are there, it's awesome because, and when we say it, that psh, 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 boom. Yes, Corey. Angie has an ant hill. Me loves Angie. Sending Angie energy everywhere. Yeah, Psycho Beats. Exactly. It's the way. When it feels right, it feels right. And just because it doesn't mean you don't feel the same connections when you realize, yeah, I'm just not going to listen. This frequency is not for me tonight. This isn't enabling me to feel like, what? So just go back another time. But, and when you said that, when you wrote that, I got a ringing in my ears when you said that, ant. I notice, my shivers and where my tones, and today I haven't had a lot of tones and shifting in my ears yet. I just want a little bit more coffee. Dave Matthews, Ants a Marchin'. Yeah, ant. I love Dave Matthews Band as well. Mega love and blessings back to you that way. Let's get all the little words out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Number 1. Start at 1. Ant spirit. Time to collaborate. When the ant comes in to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in partnership with others as part of community and tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others. Accept help and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come into fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep again at the same time. The other message Ant Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it, whether you need help in assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you. Everything is working to support you right now. I'm going to read the protection part of the message after I have a sip of coffee. Nicholas, if my grandma keeps telling me to get married, should I? Laughing my ass off. Depends what kind of grandmother and, what the message is. I'm not sure if that's completely sarcasm, but sometimes it's that thing of, I don't know, eh? My grandma keeps telling me to get married. She's a fucking gem. Right on. I don't know. Marriage is that thing where when you're really married, you really are. You don't need the event, right? So that has nothing to do with it. You already are. So, and marriage is that thing that because of the institution society part of it, and because what I believe of what marriage is, in a divine union, is so many other different levels, right? So many different stuff. Your grandmother talks a lot. You're lucky. She'll talk your freaking ears off, but it's lovely. You're lucky. I had a silent grandmother for the last 10 years of her life. She barely spoke at all. So, exactly. Government marriages suck. And that's why I say that, like, what's the meaning of what marriage is, right? You know, what is marriage to you and what does it mean? So it's a big word, marriage, right? It really is. 222. Thanks for noticing. The protection message. I can't help it. I keep wanting a sip of hot coffee before it gets cold. Damn, I was hoping to be on it enough that maybe SS would pop in, Saturnian Sun, and say how those stairs went. He was working on the stairs yesterday. I'm wondering how they went. Do you really believe you have to do everything yourself? Do you believe that somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Perhaps it's time, and worse than that, I'm going to add, do you ask for help and then not listen and just kind of enable to be like asking, but then not listen, integrate? That's important. That's so important. Perhaps it's time to address your issues of control and bias towards the negative. It doesn't matter where you or why you became pessimistic or mistrustful. The fact that the ant is showing up right now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal, to release, to trust that others will show up for you in a genuine way. Ant Spirit wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. Yeah. Spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. Please, me so ready and open to collaborative partners. It's time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful. But you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. You can't just sit there and look at the sinks and flow and think everything's fucking awesome and dream about it. You gotta do something. You gotta act. Right? Imagine two frequencies that are meant to work together to elevate each other, to put the puzzle pieces together, and one's just hanging out back here, wishing and hoping and wondering and dreaming and not putting forth any fucking effort. Can you imagine this one little fucking ant having to do both roles because there's no participation from the other ants? The other ants are just sitting there just dreaming away, watching stuff over and over pass by, but not jumping in and doing anything. Just sitting back and wondering, why does nothing happen to me? Why does nothing happen for me? Why is nothing changing for me? Because you're just sitting there. You ain't participating. You're either up here, or you're in the corner over there by yourself thinking, nobody needs me, nobody wants me, I don't want that help from that person, I don't want to talk to that person, I can't do that with that person. If there's anything of all the live streams, the consistency of everything that's uploaded is the truth of what it is when somebody starts to collaborate and put themselves in with the ants and talk, share themselves. You know what I mean? If you watched a live stream from 2 months ago and listened for the names in there, and then listen to a live stream today or yesterday and listen to the names in there, you'll see the evolution of, you know, people who did the work. Some people don't even live in the same place that they did 3 months ago. Boom. Like me, for example. You know what I mean? Some people are in completely different timelines. Why? Because they did the work, because they're doing this. And the more that they're interacting, some people didn't even make videos before, and they do now. Why? Because the elevation of the sinks, the commenting, has given people that confidence of, hey, I want to show my stuff. I want to share too. It's not so hard to be visible. I want to be visible for the people who are visible to feel more powerful, right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful, the full circles of collaborations. And if anyone's feeling that lack of hope or faith, like I said, whether it be my channel or someone else's, go look at the evolution of what it is when you take the collaboration. And I said it at the beginning of the stream. I know I've been on for 3 hours, but when I was saying to Bravery, if I hadn't said yes to you, Nicholas, when you were offering things to me, it's the offering, it's the accepting, and that pivoted me to be able to make certain choices. You know, it really did. Big time. Co-creating reality is not just about dreaming. So if you're feeling orphaned from the community, reach out and communicate. If you're feeling orphaned from the community, reach out and communicate. And I'm sorry, it ain't about reaching out to one person and sucking them dry and putting all your eggs into the basket. It's about reaching out to more. Because that orphan feeling, that's the lack of self-worth. Because, again, with the sustained consistency of showing that somebody can be like going through their worst stuff and come into the live stream and talk about it and leave feeling very like a king or a queen, supported, elevated, flowing with trust and gratitude. So there's enough examples on so many different platforms of what it's like. So hanging on to that feeling of saying, I'm a lone wolf, I don't belong, nobody understands me, or that the one person, you chose one person to go put your eggs into that basket, and then that person's saying like boundaries, and then you're going to use that as an excuse and say like, well, I was just rejected by one person. Well, I'm up here every day, and believe me, the rejection that I get, the shit that I go through, if I didn't just keep going, I wouldn't be here.
Keep swimming, just keep swimming,
You know?
just keep swimming.
If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability can help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. Boom, exactly. This thing here, I was talking about it earlier. Where is the learn from the past? Until you learn from your past and you walk your walk and talk your talk, you can't go to the same people and ask them to keep on enabling what you're feeling. You need to own your shit. You need to walk your walk. You need to be the royal you. And the royal you is vulnerable as fuck. Go watch my Sonic Boom video, right? Is that easy, to say and put up here? But that's what vulnerability is. And one of the only reasons for any one of us who show those kind of videos is to say, like, damn, if I can do this for the whole fucking world, and anybody random, anywhere, any timeline right now wants to go press and see me in what my full, like, holy shit vulnerability is, and then you're gonna say that I can't do that. Well, yeah, you can, because you have to. You have to break yourself open raw and know what it is to be vulnerable and trust somebody. And guess what? Sometimes you open yourself raw and you're vulnerable and you can't expect to get anything back. You're not going to get it back, but you finally let it out of you. Because especially people who have been not doing the work, perpetuating spells as karma. I've been saying it for months. Watch your words. They become your reality. So if you've been spelling out stuff for months and months and months, the karma coming back at you ain't pretty. So there are people who will be like, until you've really done your stuff, really know yourself, you can't collaborate with me because I'm part of what, your stuff from the past that you're not accountable for. And that's the thing, is somebody wants to think, well, I'm not going to go and be vulnerable with that person. I'm going to go and reach out to other people. But if you don't be vulnerable with them, you're just going to make the same patterns with them. They're going to treat, like they can't give to you either. So you can't bypass that cracking yourself open and being yourself and being vulnerable by ignoring the stuff from the past, not working on it, everything's just going to loop and loop and loop and become bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's huge. There's no such thing as bypassing anymore. And now that there's enough of us that have, attained a certain state of grace, we ain't here to hold the hand of enabling anybody because it hasn't served us. I spent 2020 enabling 2 masculines in different ways. What did it get me? Fucking nothing. Got me kicked out of a fucking apartment and I had to be out in 12 hours. And all I had done for a year is love the unlovable and, stayed in kindness. Still got me kicked out. Nobody fucking come to help me do that stuff. I had to pay and find help. Doesn't matter if I was kind and I forgave every single fucking thing that happened. When somebody wants to project their wounds into you more, you're out in the street, man. 12 hours before, to get out. Not funny. Not funny at all. That's the thing, The people that we enable, they're not there for us when we're down on the ground and we actually need help. Not at all. They're pushing us down more. So, the collaboration. Trust in your partnership with spirit and your outer conditions will reflect that. You'll see the miracles waiting for you, including the partners who appear, boom, ready to lend a hand.
I wonder if my two.
I just said that. When you enable people and are part of their patterns, they're not there to lend a hand. True partners who will lend a hand, who will help you walk with confidence, are right there. But they can't get through until those doors are shut. So it's beautiful. Beautiful.
I wonder if my twins then hate fled.
Bye, Elf. I'll see you later, alligator. You gonna do some meditation on all this awesomeness? Right on. Can't wait to see you guys. Nicholas, I love that you say that. I thought you were gonna say no, honestly. When you offered. No. When you offered, I had said to the universe, like, I need help. I don't know who to ask. Send me what I need. Because I don't know who to ask. So, you stepped up and chose to play the part. Because I was... The way that when people are screaming for an angel and then all of a sudden I end up in their reality, right? I was screaming for an angel saying, like, it's not that I'm afraid to ask. It's like I don't know where. Because often what happens is that I choose the exact people who I would trust, like 144% I would trust, and I go in with the free flow of, like, I need help, or I need guidance, or I need support, or I need clarity, and I can't see. And then I get, and that's what was happening to me in that moment as well. I was in the loop of the patterns of the enabling of so many fucking things. No matter how sovereign I am, because love allows and love's unconditional, no matter how sovereign I am, was still in the loops all of 2020. You know what I mean? So I had asked and I was ready to receive, so I needed it. I and I needed, because that's the thing, is that what I appreciated the most of you, Nicholas, is when you sent an email of, what you send in the email, but then you didn't say, like, well, I expect you to talk now. Like, you say you want clarity. Well, talk to me. Tell me what you mean. Because I've had people do that, where I go to them and then it's like they expect something from me in order to give me something back. But I'm an empty well that needs clarity. And to be told, like, there's something I should do for that clarity, it's like, but I'm at that place where, And what the clarity, the things you sent to me was just me knowing that I could text you or email you. I could email you and you would listen, was already like, boom, more than I had, right? A lot of what I did was telepathic. I was just talking to your higher self, Nicholas. You know what I mean? During those times, just talking to your higher self. Because I don't have the 3D words. And when I say 3D words, I'm perpetuating a story. Whether anyone, I'm very conscious that I'm perpetuating the story if I'm saying what I need to get out. So speaking to higher self in the back without the 3D interaction helps the story to stop at its tracks and not loop more pity or victimness inside of me. Because I don't have to watch my words and I'm just free flowing through, the ethers, what I need. So a lot of how you helped me was by sending me specific things, by protecting me with your masculine, by allowing me to trust you and you trusting me, because if you're flowing energy, it's a trust, and the knowing, was enough. It was enough and more, like so much. So grateful for you, Nicholas. Yeah, I'm glad you did all the movement work, time to chill back, kick back for a minute. Yeah, and that's the thing, Nicholas, is that it was pivotal. I needed to get out of there for my body. And that's the thing, is that doesn't matter. I don't perpetuate stories. The intensity of what I was going through is surreal in its story. Like, if I ever do choose to tell it. Because I've told bits and parts of the stories to a few different people, and it's just too deer in the headlights. They can't sustain what it feels like for them. So I've never told the whole story to anyone, because the bits and pieces I've told to certain people, they just fucking can't handle. They fucking can't handle. They don't want to hear it, and they already feel so bad, and they already feel so like whatever, that it's like there is, the story dies with me, because that's it. But, and I was thinking yesterday, me and Lily Rose have been talking about it for weeks, right? Of, thank God we're here. Like, thank the universe we're here. Because, lockdown became like even more. So there's nowhere to go play, nothing to do. So now that, like you've seen, I've done 3 road trips to her bedroom. In a 3-hour and 13-minute live stream, I've done 3 walkabouts to her bedroom. She's so proud of her fort. Then the fort fell down and then she rebuilt. If that ain't showing what, life is. She built a fort. She was so proud of it. Mom, come show it on the live stream. 10 minutes later, Mom, the whole fort just fell down. And then boom, whatever amount of time, boom, there's another fort, and it's stronger than it was before. The foundations are even stronger now than they were the first time. So the evolution of 3 hours of my daughter, who has her own bedroom, which we didn't have, so she has the ability to be able to use her imagination and feel safe and comfortable in her intimacy, and build, destroy, rebuild. It's amazing. This wasn't happening before. Alex said it, a week, 2 weeks after we moved in. Our glow is different. Lily Rose never hardly interacted the same way in the cards till we moved here. I don't know if anybody was here the first day she was here, and she said, I'm going to pull cards with you. And I was like, a part of me was in shock so much that it was hard to sustain keeping the live stream on, because I was in shock of my daughter saying, can I sit here and pull cards with you for everyone? Because she had never done that before. That's how comfortable. Even if we're not in our forever home, we don't have our dog, I still don't have my rooster, I don't even know if I'll be here in the spring, I don't know. But the safety of it, the comfortableness, the intimacy, the light, the everything of here, the dance space, the safety of not being watched. Like in ways that are surreal. The things that I've been healing in the last 3 months that I went through, that is so fucking surreal. Like, I haven't even told the story out loud for real. The things that I'm healing, like, it's huge. It's huge. The realizations of the things that I was in and the full circle clarity of just how, someone can invade someone's space it's insane. And really, I'm not bragging when I say it's a tribute to my soul, my heart, who I am, that what happened in the last, the realizations of what was actually happening to me, that I would have brought anybody else down. They wouldn't be here right now. They wouldn't be here right now. It's so past, like a fucking, like literally, sometimes I think like, don't tell the story, but write the book or write the screenplay of what exactly happened. And because it's so fucking surreal that, I would put it out as fiction, because that's not possible that would happen, but it did. And that's what was happening, without the ability to tell anybody. There's nobody to tell, because that's the thing. We talked about this before in a live stream. They say when things are happening, you go tell somebody. But when there's nobody to tell that can hold that space without wanting vengeance and revenge and bringing shitty thoughts into it, How you doing, Emoji King? Yeah, full circle. Thank you, Nicholas. I was very proud of you that day. I was very proud of myself, too. Nicholas, yes, but it was you who was first to show me true vulnerability, and from that came visible healing. Thank you. Yeah. I'm grateful to you, too. I feel you, G. And as a man, it's difficult to feel feminine emotions and to allow them. Yeah. And that's the thing, Nicholas. One of the reasons that I connect with so many masculine and is that I pull on the masculine. It's harder for me to feel feminine emotion than it is for most men that are in my reality or my channels and stuff. I would have never been able to grow as I have grown if I hadn't had so many examples of masculine rising, showing, speaking openly, being themselves, so that I could allow myself to be. Because I don't pull on the feminine. I have no idea of, even now, it doesn't matter how much I've worked on myself, now I've come to the point where I've worked on myself so much in my masculine and feminine that in my oneness of myself, I have no idea how, like, I'm so new, it's past, like anything. I'm so new that when I do, find someone that would bring an intimate connection of romance, that, I can't take the lead, and I need for that person to be as strong in themselves as I am in myself, because nothing of me is programmed 3D of what romance is, and the newness of what intimacy is and vulnerability I've never lived before. So, I can't sit there and hold somebody's hands and teach them how to be vulnerable, as I'm just have learned how to be myself in all of my life, and I'm 49, right? I'm 49. So 3/4 of the stuff I've learned in the last 2 years through the masculine and feminine on my channel, I never had those examples in my life. So it's big. Nicholas, I'm all about my femininity, and I embrace my masculinity, and they combine well as a Gemini. I apply the double aspect to anything easily. I'm very adaptable. Yes, go take an extra hot shower, please, and appreciate what I have. That's the thing, last night, my day after the live stream yesterday was so amazing that when I finished my live stream yesterday, I was like, whoa, I'm complete for the day. I won't be called to do another live stream tonight. I'm just basking in the glory of cleaning my house, appreciating what I have. And after Lily Rose cleaned the whole bathroom, and I did the bathtub, And after every single thing was done, I says to Lily, I was like, it's early, it's not even really dark, but I'm starting to boil water so that I can really prepare to have a bath when I'm ready to have it like hot the way I want it. And just did stuff extra slow, you know? Yeah. So I'm gonna be done now, because if I start talking again, you know, it is pleasant being up here. It does flow. It is not hard. And but I want to be able to come into my whoosh and be a part of Nicholas and Elf herself. If ever you know how, Nicholas, to not know how, and I was gonna say to, never mind. Yeah, that's why I meant appreciating you and your child loving one another. Have a beautiful day, Emoji King. Thanks for being with us. Love you guys.